welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a foundation review and wear test on this foundation here, or BB cream. This is the Missha M Perfect Cover BB cream. I've heard this be talked about for years and years on YouTube here, so I decided to pick it up, do my own personal wear test. So that's what we're doing in today's video. There's a lot coming up, so you'll be seeing me apply this foundation nice up close and personal. Afterwards, I'll be giving my first impressions, and then 4 hours later, I'll be doing a check-in outside in natural daylight, inserting in some swatches, comparing the shade that I have here. This is the shade 23 Natural Beige compared to some other shades of foundation that I have in my collection. And then lastly, an 8-hour check-in inside, final thoughts, just overall, what do we think of this BB cream? So if that sounds good to you, give this video a thumbs up, like it, subscribe if you haven't yet. I do upload videos twice a week on Sundays and Thursdays. And with that, let's get started talking about the details of this foundation. So some of the claims of this foundation, just reading off the website, it says, combine skincare and makeup in one easy step for a flawless foundation with the Perfect Cover BB cream. This does have SPF 42 in it. It says that it's a BB cream that offers medium to high coverage, simultaneously keeping makeup light while providing UV protection and lasting moisturization. This lightweight BB cream brightens, evens, soothes, and covers discoloration and imperfections of the skin. It is recommended for all skin types. So this is $24, and normally foundations come in a standard 1 fluid ounce. This does have 50 ml of product in it, so that's almost double the standard for a foundation, which is really nice to see. $24 for almost double. Really not that expensive, pretty affordable. However, I do see this on sale all the time. I'm pretty sure I didn't pay full price for this. So just watch out for a sale, especially even now looking at their website, it's on sale. So don't pay full price for this. Also, this BB cream comes in 7 shades. So normally I wouldn't give too much grief over 7 shades. However, the depth, it's not looking great. This is not a great inclusive shade range. Sometimes with a BB cream, having less shades is okay. However, this does claim to have a medium to high coverage. So the more coverage, the more shades that you should really have in a foundation. I'm not going to repeat myself. I talk about this a lot in my foundation reviews. I'll link the playlist above if you're ever curious to see other foundations that I've talked about. But not very pleased with the shade range, especially because I have the shade 23 and that is falling pretty much in the middle. And I wouldn't consider myself to even have a medium skin tone. I would say I'm pretty much in that light category, not fair, not light. Like I can really fluctuate in that light range. So just not good at all. Hopefully Missha does come out with more shades. I know that this is K-beauty. Sometimes they're not really held to the same standards, but we should be holding all brands accountable. If they're selling everywhere in the world, there's skin ranges everywhere. So that's my little soapbox about the shade range. I do just want to briefly also touch on my skin type, what I look for in a foundation. So I do have normal leaning dry skin, and I really prefer that light medium coverage, normally mostly that lighter coverage, but I don't like it too sheer. So that's what I look for, really just that Goldilocks foundation is kind of what I call it. I'm excited to try this out. Like I've already mentioned, I've seen this talked about so much. I've had it on my list to try. I'm finally doing it, so it's a great day today. And I think that's all I have to say about the details of this foundation. Let's now jump over to me applying this foundation to my face. So I have all my skincare on, no primer, just so we can really get a baseline of how this foundation performs. So let's get started. I have the shade number 23, and I have seen just other videos that this pulls very gray. I'm gonna check it out. So here's what it's looking like on the back of my hand here. Just a little bit runny, not too bad. Online doesn't really have any directions on whether to use a brush or a sponge. So I'm gonna use my sponge here. That's just my preferred method. So let's get started. I'm gonna just kind of place this around because I think one pump will be enough, but sometimes the sponge soaks it in when I go off the back of my hand. So that's why I just sometimes like to spread it around. The shade seems to work pretty well for me. It is still a little bit gray leaning, but hopefully once I have the rest of my makeup on, that kind of goes away. Just blend that down the neck to kind of hide it a little bit more. I don't know if I would say this is a medium coverage, maybe more of a light medium, which is fine. I do prefer a light medium coverage. It is giving nice coverage. It's not too sheer and it's not too makeup-y. It does look very natural. There's just a little bit of radiance right now. But that was really quick and easy to apply. I'm gonna just leave it here, apply the rest of my makeup off of camera, and I will be back once I can put my glasses on, take a closer look to just give my overall first impressions. I have the rest of my makeup on. If you're ever curious about what I'm wearing, I do link everything in the description box below. But first impressions on this BB cream so far, I think it looks fantastic. I really love the finish it's giving my skin. I did powder with my Makeup Forever setting powder. It does say on the website to set it with a powder, which is why I decided to. It doesn't feel tacky. It feels really just nice on the skin. There's a slight radiance, not too much, just the perfect amount. It is like, I would consider this truly a natural, not natural dewy, but maybe just like a little baby toe into the dewy category rather than matte. I love how my skin looks. I think that it's doing my skin all the right things. My pores look pretty blurred. It's not perfect where it's that full coverage event makeup, but it's just enough where I feel really confident in how I look and how I feel. I am feeling very optimistic about this one. So really the only thing that's in question is just wear time. How does this wear? Will it wear down naturally? Is it going to like bunch up and do that? Because I hate that. I don't think anyone really likes that. So hopefully this doesn't get too oily by the end of the day and just completely break apart. I'm not expecting it to. This is a well talked about foundation that I've heard about for years and years and years. So I'm assuming it's a good foundation. I just wanted to do my own personal wear test on this. So I'm going to let you all go. It is around 11 a.m. right now, and I will see you all in my 4-hour check-in outside in natural daylight. It's been 4 hours. Here I am outside in natural daylight. This is what the foundation's looking like. Other than just looking pretty shiny, I think it's holding up really well. It always helps when I look back at the footage. Sometimes I say things and then I'm editing and I'm like, wow, that looks terrible. And I'm going on and on about how great the foundation looks. But from what I can see in the mirror, it's wearing down really nicely. There's not a lot of wear. It's not bunching up other than just being like a little shiny in my T-zone. I'm happy with the wear down. For being 4 hours, it looks pretty good in my opinion. I mean, I still have skin texture. That's all, not gonna change. And I think it's looking decent. I can't complain about this one. I mean, it is only a BB cream, so I'm not expecting something to just be long wearing and hold up that much. But for what it's doing, for what it is, I'm pleasantly surprised. You can even see my complexion products really well. They haven't faded away. Right now, it's looking really good. I am going to finish my chores. I still have a lot to do, meal prepping, stuff like that. I got Sky. Do you want to say hi? Ooh. I got Sky here. He's gonna help me. Probably not. He's gonna cause more trouble than help, but he's gonna attempt to help me. And I will be inserting in some swatches right about now, and I will see you all in my final thoughts. It is the end of the night. It's actually been about 10 hours since I first applied this foundation. And I'm gonna keep this short and brief. My eyes are a little bit bloodshot. I was cooking French onion soup, so I've been cutting a lot of onions. And, you know, even for being over the steaming pot, like the foundation looks really good. I'm going to just blot my oils with my sponge and see, but even with that, it's not very shiny. It's actually less shiny than it was at the 4-hour mark. So it's wearing away really nice. Yeah, basically the foundation's just worn away, but in a very natural way. It hasn't broken apart at all. Like even on my forehead, you can't see. My nose is red because the foundation's worn off. I really like how this wears away, but still looks like your skin. It doesn't look all bunchy and cakey. Sometimes foundations can do that. It just kind of dissolves and leaves and goes away and still looks really natural. So I'm pretty impressed. I had a feeling I was gonna like this one. I was hoping on that. I specifically picked a day that I didn't wanna risk my foundation going wrong, but I am happy with this. I'm excited to try it again. I do always, after I've been testing a product for 4 to 6 weeks or so, I'll gather all those products up and rank them. I'll list that playlist above. So just keep an eye out for this foundation to see where it ranks amongst all the other products that I try. But I think I'm gonna just keep this really short and leave you here. Very happy with this. Let me know in the comments, do you already have this foundation? I know it's not new, so do you wear it? Do you love it? Do you repurchase it? I'd love to know. And that's gonna wrap up this foundation review. I will see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.